The talented team at the Brainerd Dispatch that produces this podcast would like to offer you a deal too good to pass up. Get 3 months of local news at BrainerdDispatch.com for just 99 cents a month. That's 99 cents for unlimited access. Subscribe now at BrainerdDispatch.com/subscribe. Good morning, Brainerd Lakes area. It's Thursday, January 15th. I'm Teresa Burke with your Brainerd Dispatch Minute, the weekday podcast of the Brainerd Dispatch, brought to you by Boyden & Francis Law Firm, catching you up on the news of the Brainerd Lakes area. Here are today's top local headlines. But first, let's hear from our sponsor.
When insurance companies care more about their profits than your injuries.
Boyden & Francis gets it done. 828-9211.
A fire on Saturday damaged Corral Auto Repair in Brainerd. Firefighters responded to a report of a vehicle fire Saturday afternoon at the Washington Street business. The vehicle was on fire inside the business. Crews extinguished the flames and ventilated the building. There was extensive heat and heavy smoke damage to the garage and waiting area. A mechanic was working on a van in the shop when it backfired and the engine compartment caught fire, which quickly spread through the dashboard of the vehicle. There were no reported injuries. The shop is currently closed and a GoFundMe has been started to help with costs. Reporter Tim Spire has more information in today's e-edition and at BrainerdDispatch.com. Results are in from a community-wide survey that asked the public for input on the next superintendent of Brainerd Public Schools. Board members reviewed the results at a meeting this week. They met with a representative from the Minnesota School Board Association to go over the next steps in the search process. Board members agreed to use the survey responses as their primary form of public input for the process. The application window for the job posting ends on January 18th. The school board will meet January 26th to discuss finalists, and interviews will begin on February 2nd. I've got the full story in today's Dispatch e-edition and online. Baxter City Council members approved an application for nearly $400,000 in federal funds to help pay for stormwater overflow improvements from College Road to the Mississippi River. The funds would help pay for Phase 2 of the Southeast Baxter Surface Water Overflow Project. This phase is described as construction of a combination of stormwater pipe and ditching to convey stormwater and surface water overflow. Managing editor Renee Richardson has more on the project in today's e-edition. From former Dispatch publisher Terry McCullough's column, This Was Brainerd, exploring the Dispatch archives, here's today's tidbit of local history, brought to you by Mills Automotive Group. 30 years ago today, in 1996, the Dispatch reported that it was a good year in the construction trades. Workers were kept busy in Brainerd and Baxter, which combined to issue more than 400 building permits, valued at a record $45 million. Brainerd's total was boosted by work on Central Lakes College, its biggest project ever. For a daily dose of This Was Brainerd, visit BrainerdDispatch.com, or find McCullough's column in the newspaper or e-edition. And be sure to tune in later today for Dispatch Sports Wrap with Rad and Hop. They'll have a rundown on local sports teams. Here's today's Lakes area forecast, brought to you by JN Tree Service and Landscaping.
Storm Tracker.
Happy Thursday, Brainerd Lakes area. We will be looking at cloudy skies today. Temperatures a bit warmer, up to near 30 degrees, but the wind will be strong from the southwest between 10 to 20, switching around to being from the northwest overnight tonight with snow showers moving on in. And with that blustery breeze and temperatures falling throughout the day on Friday, there will be areas of snow and blowing snow. It will be a little bit trickier on the roads on Friday. Some of that wind starts to settle down on Saturday in the afternoon, though we could wake up to some blowing snow on Saturday morning. After waking up to 10 below, we'll only climb up to 2 above by Saturday afternoon. Another batch of light snow possible on Sunday. Temperatures stay in the single digits. I'm Storm Tracker meteorologist Jesse Ritka.
Thanks to Mills Automotive Group, Boyden & Francis Law Firm, and JN Tree Service and Landscaping for their support. And thank you for listening to the Brainerd Dispatch Minute. For more news throughout the day and for information on becoming a subscriber, visit BrainerdDispatch.com. Have a great day, and we'll catch you tomorrow.